store. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. The ball bounces through the end zone and it will be a touchback. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense takes the field. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
Using his legs, it's Roberts. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Syracuse. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There's tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. We've got a lot of ball left to play. You got to keep going.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Vasco. They're trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense for the first time. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game? The head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see.
He's got an open man. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick tempo here for the offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Hatcher. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, that's why this guy's one of the best receivers in the country. Even when he's double covered, he's open. He's able to make the catch and get the first down.
Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Orange. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. That last completion has him set up, 2nd and short. Looking for room, it's Roberts. And the Tar Heels get enough for the 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Let's go. Looking to throw, it's Basco. Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. And he bats it away, it falls incomplete.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really good run there on 3rd down. He got 5, but they're still left with a 4th and 3.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this league, Dan, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Coming after it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Syracuse right back at it. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Davis will throw. Had to get rid of it quickly. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Nifty little dance step. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Scanning the field, it's Vasco. Throwing right. He's got it. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UNC!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Got him downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Syracuse right back at it.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Just feeds the running back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Now on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hatcher. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Gonna run it. It's Roberts. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Vasco. Lofts one deep down the right side. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Ross Simmons. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Davis looking to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
He's going for it all. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
Looking to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hatcher.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And here comes the offense on second down. Got it. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Let's go. He wants to throw here on second down. Finds his big tight end. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Davis will throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they take it in for 6 more points. On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Finds his man. It's Hamilton. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They move the tight end all over. He wants to throw. Trying to get to it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
Motion from the offense. Looking for a man. It's Vasco. He's not afraid to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss because that could have been worse.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, a missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Hand off from the shotgun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, the inside give. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, a typical first-rate broadcast so far today from Syracuse. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Dome in lovely central New York.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Tar Heels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Fires the pass, intercepted. Touchdown, Tar Heels. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Davis looking to pass. Gets it out quickly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Syracuse right back at it.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot up over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
On the run, it's Allen. and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the ground with the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the missed connection on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. He's got it.
Your former is tackled down at the 34, and your Syracuse Orange will take over.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hatcher. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. And they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught him. He was ready for that throw.
Syracuse right back at it. They're going to throw it again. Going deep. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Movement here from the tight end. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
They'll run play action. Deep shot for the end zone. And the ball is picked off. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air, it's Vasco. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see.
Got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. They'll try the run. Plow through the defense. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Syracuse right back at it. Off play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Pena. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third.
On the set.
Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. Wide out in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. Striving for the goal line, loose football. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores now, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did that by getting the takeaway.
To the ground with the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
On 3rd down, going up top. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Tar Heels want to move quickly. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and
He caught it! Touchdown, UNC! And the comeback is on. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
At the 16-yard line. Second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Green 25.
With jet sweep pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
It's now 2nd and goal.
See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Number 3 in the end zone.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm, maybe before you open it up again.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Oh, man, that defensive back just hurled himself in there like a lightning bolt to get the quarterback.
And you see the speed, the closing speed to run, chase the quarterback, get him on the ground. That's why he plays defensive back. He looks like a pass rusher here, but you could definitely see he could hit that turbo button.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Davis will throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time, likely their final drive. Going to try to get it himself. Those defenses were smelling blood, and the quarterback got down. Smart move. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Catch in the middle, it's Ross Simmons. Oh, the ball's out! And the offense falls on the football, but they are short of the line to gain. It'll be a turnover on downs. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. He's going to pass. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got the quick pass. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Pena. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Fires to the tight end.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot, just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
They're bringing heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. David, Jesse, they find a way in the waning seconds to tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to pass, it's Vasco. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We are headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Now they'll try the right side. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Tar Heels! They take the lead here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. A remarkable grab just keeps piling up scores.
I'm about to say remarkable day. I mean, a remarkable career. Goodness gracious. This is a day that you just dream about having. You have these days in high school, but not in college. You're like, dang, this is as good as it gets. Nobody can stop him. He's absolutely in the zone.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Davis looking to pass. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Going for 6. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.